What if I had the power to save all of my neighbors from a true terrorist threat? And not just a threat, true terrorism that comes around once a year. But I didn't exercise that power. What would you think about me? Would you say that I'm for my neighbors? Would you say that I'm for the freedom of my neighbors? Would you say I'm for the well-being of my neighbors? Absolutely not. If you're a sane, rational human being, you could see that I care nothing about my neighbors because I have within my hands the power to do something about that true terrorist activity that comes around once a year, just so happens in the month of April, and I sit on my ass and I do absolutely nothing about it. You would look at me and say, he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn about their freedoms. He doesn't give a damn about their lives. He doesn't give a damn about their livelihoods. He's not doing anything when he could do something. And you'd be right. Now, if I was president, and if you were president, and we truly wanted to live in the land of the free and the home of the brave, there's one thing, just one thing, that you could do to prove that your actions meet your words, that your actions line up with your words. You know what that one thing is? Eliminate the true domestic terror threat that comes around once a year in the month of April. Eliminate the domestic terror cell known as the Internal Revenue Service, which is empowered by the 16th Amendment. Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes. Lay and collect. Nobody has the power to take your wealth. Nobody has the legitimate right to economically terrorize you and take away portions of your livelihood for their purposes. Never mind the fact that when they take it, they're going to waste it. They're going to use it to fund their military-industrial complex, to fund their wars, to drop their bombs, to lose money like the Pentagon has done time and time again with trillions and trillions of dollars. If you were president, the leader of the free world, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and you had that power, if you really had that power, and you didn't exercise it, what does that say about you? Do you even care about securing the freedoms and liberties of Americans? No, you don't. You don't at all. Or you're not truly the leader of the free world, which would mean the presidency is nothing more, nothing less than a figurehead position. It's a scam. It's a sham. It's a joke. That means there's somebody above you, or you're utterly immoral and not exercising the power to save your neighbors. Which one is it? It can't be both. Either you are the president and the leader of the free world, the commander of the armed forces, the commander-in-chief, and you have that power, and you're not exercising that power, which would make you absolutely immoral because you're not intervening on the behalf of Americans to keep them free and to keep them safe from true economic terrorism, which fleshes itself out in fines and fees and imprisonment for those who don't give the extortion fee to the IRS. So if I was president of the United States and I was the leader of the free world, my first act as president would be to eliminate that domestic terror cell and get that monkey off your back. If I didn't do it and I had the power to do it, that makes me utterly immoral. That makes me complicit as a person who's facilitating domestic terrorism against the people that I swore to protect and serve. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. How about that domestic? Otherwise, the president isn't the leader of the free world, and he's beholden to someone else far more powerful than he is, because you know that a president doing that would curry the favor of Democrat and Republican, liberal and conservative alike. Everybody'd be like, hell yeah, eliminate the income tax. I'm sick of doing my taxes. I'm sick of that government gun pointed in my face unless I cough up the extortion fee. I'm sick of it. All they're doing is wasting my money anyway to fund abortions, to fund wars, to meddle in the affairs of other people around the planet, to build over 800 military bases and expand the military industrial complex and American empire throughout the world. I don't want my taxes going for that. Besides that, I don't want you taking my money. It's my money. I worked for it. You didn't. I laid the plans to create my wealth. You didn't. You got no right to it. So as the President of the United States, if you're not doing that, it's because you're a freaking liar and a pansy and utterly immoral if you got the power to do it, or you don't have the power to do it. Which one is it? There's somebody above the President of the United States that they are beholden to keep you not living in the land of the free and home of the brave, but the land of the fee and the home of the slave. And don't forget that, because if you and I were president, we would absolutely eliminate the 16th Amendment and the IRS domestic terror organization on American soil, which, by the way, is a foreign power. Because who owns the IRS? Who owns the Federal Reserve? The Zionist International Banking Cartel, which is antithetical to anything that comes even close to freedom. Change my mind.
What is the proper relationship, what should be the proper relationship between a chairman of the Fed and a president of the United States?
Well, first of all, the Federal Reserve is an independent agency, and that means basically that there is no other agency of government which can overrule actions that we take. So long as that is in place and there is no evidence that the administration or the Congress or anybody else is requesting that we do things other than what we think is the appropriate thing, then what the relationships are don't frankly matter.
Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the links in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.